Anandi for sharing the experience that he has, the first-hand experience on the ground. Thank you very much. Our second speaker is Mr. Selvaraj, who is the Director, People Salvation Forum Social Service Organization. Mr. Selvaraj, you are welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. The government of Sri Lanka at present, in the name of good governance, has been cheating all countries at large, including international humanitarian agencies. Even now, it is being repeated, and the Tamil community at large live fear. Investigation unit of Sri Lankan Armed Force targeted the following person in the northern eastern province. The detrimental position of social welfare and human rights activities. It is the state of affairs that we are tried in the arranged meeting or discuss public interest to even the participate meetings. Former freedom fighters, particularly the females, are subjected to sexual violence, and they telling we are being threatened and over the telephone by members of criminal investigation unit and wanted to meet them and the required. We fear sexual violence upon by them. As a result of continued and success situation in the northern east, the social activists working against violence of fundamental and human rights are unable to act due to the life threatening by the investigation unit armed force and as a living and I am as a living example. So I have a documentary also. But Sri Lanka in a Tamil community expecting for international community following this conclusion. When we observe all about the government in power, the so-called good governance countries continue to carrying out the same activities without any change as done by the successive governments, making a promise to solve the ethnic problems, to hand over the traditional land of Tamil confiscated by the military purpose and do everything the peaceful coexistence. The problem in Sri Lanka today extends well beyond the ethnic crisis, the spectrum of crises of which the problem faced by the Tamil in only a part. Very important of the since the survey by the entire the Tamil nation slate cannot be dealt with the time and space available here. It is the intention of the government of Sri Lanka, the question that arises in what does one do the Tamils 18% of the country. There are only 4 possibilities. Drive them out the country. More than million of already have been other feeling as asylum seekers for good reasons. Make them disappear. Sri Lanka had the second highest rate involuntary disappearance, only second to Iraq. Most to them, the Tamil male, the reason A1 papers cited earlier indicate that the continuing. Make them non-papal. The report tabled in the Sri Lankan Parliament on 21 October 2011 confirmed that the happening. Kill them. Genocide. The UN Advisory Panel confirmed it is the extermination of the Tamil. The deathful mass killing from December 2005 May to 2009 has now been reported by the slow death from starvation and the lack of medical care. Or in the alternative, at least the following initiatives are necessary to bring about peaceful living and coexistence in Sri Lanka. Call for referendum. Conduct an unbiased investigation by international juries into genocide largest out against in the Tamil Sri Lanka. It is the state of affairs directly or indirectly that massacres, encroachment of land belong to Tamil or military purpose and sexual violence are continuing even under the call the good governance. And that Tamil youth, especially the youth who voice against disappearance of people are targeted, so that mechanism must be developed putting end of this state of affairs. Large number of Tamil civilians have been either disappeared or murdered during the war situation and the present government lack of time investigation into the incidents without representative from International Commission of Juries. The government power also seek time to carrying out this task. All aware that the justice delayed, in the justice denied. Therefore, action is necessary to investigate to the incidents without further delay and involvement of International Commission juries is also necessary for unbiased justice to made out of against the culprits. So I am the witness of this table. If you want any of the proof documents, I am very happy to share with you. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Mr. Selvaraj. Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite Reverend Father Prabhakar to speak about again something to do with the land issues as well as the Buddhization and singularization of the Tamil land.
I like to say people don't miss. First, yeah, Sri Lanka, our area, Tamil area is I start in the land occupied. Me, Buddhist colonies. Idea means a Buddhist temple is coming. After the, some Tamil people have a land occupied. Also, and other military site have occupied the land. Very good lands, agricultural land and paddy field lands, also and fisherman area. It's a big problem. So, Sri Lanka is not finish the any problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite Father Sabamale to speak about some particular areas, especially in Manna area where he comes from, how the lands are occupied, especially in Palimune in Manna district. And also he will also touch upon office of the missing persons.
Thank you very much for listening to us, and also it's a great opportunity to speak for my people. I am from the northern province, and we have been working with the families of the disappeared and the war affected. So already Anandi Sasiran has spoken about the families of the enforced disappearance. They are undergoing tremendous suffering and hardship. And now I would like to speak about the OMB, Office of the Missing Person, which is to come, and what are the gaps in the OMB, because we know any domestic mechanism will not yield justice to the Sri Lankan Tamils, Sri Lankan victims. That has been the concern of the Tamils. So in this context, the present Sri Lankan government is going to start the OMB. So people have identified a lot of gaps in the OMB, and they are fearful, doubtful and skeptical about this OMB because it has started before the consultation ended. So the consultation was going on. They have passed the bill in the parliament, which is contradictory, which is against the TJ process. So what I want to say is, OMB didn't get the consultation from the victims. It is from the above, from the government. It is imposing on the victims. So that is why we are not happy with the OMB because of the following gaps. One is, first of all, they should stop ongoing human rights violations, intimidation, arrest. It is ongoing. I have documentations. I have documented from my organizations ongoing violations. So if the violation is ongoing, so how can they implement the OMB can be active? So that is, first of all, those things should be stopped. Even now, when we organize the meetings, the CAD will come and ask, "But why are you doing what is happening?" Even now, it's going on. So that should be stopped. And the inquiry and follow-ups for the families of the disappeared, already they are victimized. Again, there are repeated calls, repeated meetings, repeated intimidations. Again, it victimizes the victims. So it should be stopped here and now. That is my earnest call to the UN because it is UN. I feel that is always appreciating the government. Instead, it's going violation is going on. It should be stopped. And the second was to repeal the Prevention of Terrorism Act. It is going on. Prevention of terrorism should be repealed. And the people, I was in the consultation task force. I was the zonal task force president in Manna, and almost 100% Tamil people, they said the OMB, name of the OMB should be changed, because it is not the OMB, Office of the Missing Person. They are not just missing, they went to the shop and they missed, not that. They were purposefully, they were enforced disappearance, okay? They were involuntarily disappeared by a particular person, by a government authority. So that should be enforced, Office of the Enforced Disappearance, or Office of the Enforced Disappearance Arrest, and that should be changed. So that is our concern. And also location, language, and those things are not explained there. And we are from northeastern part of the Tamils. They are requesting, instead of going to Colombo for attending this one OMB session, OMB inquiries, the office should start in the northern province, so they can easily go and participate. So that is also, and also they are not 100% of Tamils. They are insisting international hybrid. Already we have stated we stress the international, but then the UN the Human Rights Commission they recommended hybrid. So we have no other way. At least we are asking hybrid, but the government is not intending to for this hybrid this one. And also we are also fear about the lack of transparency. Who is going to be the commissioners? Who will be the part of the research? So those things are our concern. Everything is hidden, everything is dark. People are not aware of what is OMB. People are not aware of how kind of inquiry is going to be. And those kind of, we are in the dark. Not me, myself, in the victims, they are in the dark. Should be transparent. And appointment staffs. So the OMB, they suggest the Constitutional Council will appoint the OMB. We are not Constitutional Council, we will appoint the members of the OMB. But we are not for it. But the victims